there, dudes, dudettes, and everyone in between and beyond all that. It's Jeremy. So I'm recording a little bit quicker than I thought that I would. I had planned to wait till this weekend. I just got off work like maybe a couple hours ago. Planned to this weekend maybe set aside some time to record some things and all of that, but some stuff happened over this week. Some really fucked up stuff was in the news about this swimmer, all-American white boy dude that I wanted to talk about. So, swimmer, all-American white boy dude, what's his name? Fucking Brock Turner, I think is his name. Received his conviction for 18 months ago raping a woman. What he got charged with was sexual assault, but one of those charges was penetration with a foreign object, and to me that's fucking rape. So, raped this lady, got caught red-handed. A couple dudes caught him in the act, stopped him, held him down, police came, all those T's were crossed and I's were dotted. And he got 6 months in jail, which they think he'll just serve like half of. Which is really fucked up for a lot of reasons. We could talk about that, but to me, what it made me think immediately of was cursing people and the times that might be useful. Which is another thing. I didn't think that I would talk about the cursing and hexing thing so quickly in my video journey on YouTube land. But I think now's a good time. Because I'm a person who believes in the value of the curse and the hex. I know it's not really popular. I know that there's a lot of all is light. And we can talk about how that's kind of flawed because light is not like pure whiteness. It's a spectrum consisting of a number of colors. But anyway, cursing. Yeah. So, this motherfucker is the kind of person that deserves whatever dark magic might fall upon him. In my mind. But I think I'm right about that. The system that allowed that whole thing to happen is another thing that I think deserves a curse. And I really think that maybe I should do a more in-depth talk about that, about anger, the uses of anger, why people want us not to be angry and why that's fucked up and why it's just super convenient to, why it just kind of keeps the wheels of oppression greased for us to not ever be angry about anything. I don't really have a lot of time to talk right now because I'm just kind of sneaking and doing this while my girlfriend's out getting pizza. But yeah, this motherfucker, I think he deserves to be cursed and hexed and a pox on his house, on the whole fucking house. His daddy wrote a letter to the judge talking about how his whole life is going to be severely impacted if he has to go to jail. So all of a sudden, and I don't remember which fucking dipshit said that, if it was the judge, if it was the dad, whoever. A pox on all of them, I think, would probably be in order. Because it's just so fucked. It's such a brilliant example of white supremacist capitalist patriarchy, right? And sometimes the only real and sort of tangible thing that you have in your grasp to fight shit that big in a consistent way is your spiritual practice. I keep shaking the table because I'm mad. I keep banging my fists. But yeah, sometimes that's all you have is the shit that's in your head and the energy that flows through your body and the thoughts and rituals that you do. And so I don't fault anyone for finding themselves in that kind of situation where their body is violated, where their mind is violated, where just their trust and their, you know, where everything is violated. That person has every right to curse whoever did that to them. And they also have every right, or anyone who's affected by that kind of pain, I think, in this case, has a right to take all their dark energy and funnel it into a little ball and send it in that dude's direction. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that that's perfectly fine. I welcome discussion on it. There's not a lot of people, well, there's nobody that's yet commented on my stuff, but it's not gotten around too much. But yeah, I more than welcome that discussion. I want to have that discussion with other witches. I know that there are witches who just really think that's terrible. There are witches who think that everything you send out comes back to you and it doesn't matter why. I don't necessarily think that makes a lot of sense. Because I think the universe is a big, vast, wonderful, beautiful place. And if there are, you know, forces in it that are looking out for us, I don't think they're stupid. I don't think they're stupid, and I don't think that I think that they would understand our anger and our pain. And I think that this is a very appropriate time. I mean, right now the moon's waxing, so I wouldn't do it now. For me, I prefer to do things on the waning moon and just shoot them, you know, wherever, when the new moon or the dark moon comes. But hell, whatever. Like, if people want to be sitting there, if anybody wants to be sitting there sending a curse every day through their just brain power, I think that's fine. Like, this is a case that I think is where it is just totally appropriate, absolutely appropriate to send a curse somebody's way. Do I think you should do something like that lightly? No. Do I think you should just curse people who do shit that's inconvenient for you or just kind of make you irritated with... No, that's not what I think. I think you need to think about the kind of energy that you send out and what it means and be real about it. But for real, dude, this motherfucker. And he's not the only motherfucker. That's the thing. This guy is representative of a lot of different dudes. A lot of people have this kind of privilege and use it every day. And that's the problem. We talk about rapists. We talk about abusers. We talk about even people who would kill you as though they're these hideous monsters. And they are not. They are just as human as anyone else. And they are the people you don't expect. And while we mythologize them and turn them into creatures that have superpowers like monsters or whatever, I feel like we can't really fight them the way we need to. They want us to think that they are monsters. They want to trick us and get into our lives by making us think that they're great people. But they want us to think that they're monsters so that we will think we have no power to fight them back. You know, but here's the thing. Maybe that guy's a monster, but I'm a fucking witch. So if he's a monster, I'm a witch. Bam. You know what I need to do. Anywho, that's all I have to say. Just a little short rant. Tried to shoot a little different way so that maybe I wouldn't have that reverse cinemascope shit going on that I had last time. I don't know. I'm still figuring all this out. But I wanted to get these thoughts out here and out of my body because they're kind of making me sick. And I wanted to just talk about it a little bit. Because the whole thing is a nightmare. The whole thing is a nightmare. And I hope that lady, I hope that she's okay. I hope she can get through this. And I wish that had never happened to her. I wish it never happened to anybody. I really wish it never ever happened to anyone, that they would get abused and violated in that way. And people who live off of that kind of violating energy they deserve curses. That's just how I feel about it. Anywho, if anybody has any thoughts they'd like to share, feel free to comment. Yeah. I'm going to go here in a minute. I'm going to eat some pizza and hopefully go to bed. Y'all have a good night. I will talk to y'all soon. Try not to.